Welcome again to the second segment on our revision guides in agriculture, where we are going to be looking and focusing on crop rotation. So, from our last lesson, we looked at physical farm planning and we looked at the definition, the importance of physical farm planning. I'm Siwai Fayo Mavunga, and today we'll be diving into the principles of crop rotation, designing a 4-crop rotation cycle, and discussing the importance of crop rotation. This session will help you solidify your understanding and prepare effectively for your exams. So the lesson objectives is that you have to understand the principles of crop rotation, be able to design a practical 4-crop rotation cycle, discuss the importance of implementing crop rotation, and also apply the principles to the real world scenarios. Now let's look into principles of crop rotation. So what is the definition? What is it that we say crop rotation? Now, crop rotation involves systematically planting different types of crops in the same area or field across different seasons or years to improve soil health and optimize crop yields. So what are we doing? It's a system. That's the first key point you need to look at, of planting. And what is it that we are planting? Different types of crops, where in the same field, but in different seasons or different years. So maybe this year we plant maize, next year we plant a legume, which is beans, and then the following year maybe we put in tobacco. So this crop rotation system also follows the types of crops that you're going to be putting in these fields. Now, what are the key principles of crop rotation? 1, diversity. Rotating different crops helps in breaking pest and disease cycles, and this reduces depletion. 2, nutrient management. Different crops have varying nutrient requirements and contribution. So when we rotate, we help in balancing soil nutrients and minimizing the need for synthetic fertilizers. 4, soil health. So alternating deep, shallow rooting plants can improve soil structure and organic matter. For instance, legumes fix nitrogen in the soil, benefiting subsequent crops. And then weed control. Changing crops disrupts weed growth patterns, and it reduces the competition for resources. So when we are rotating, what we are just doing is diversity. We are doing nutrient management, we are improving soil health, and we are also controlling weeds. So we can have other principles, but these are the major principles in crop rotation. Now, you also required to design a 4-crop rotation cycle. So let's design ours. Maybe let's look into the cycle design. Crop 1, we might put legumes, right, which is beans or peas. And legumes fix nitrogen in the soil, enriching it for the next crop. 2, crop 2 may be leafy greens, for example, the lettuce or spinach. These leafy greens utilize the nitrogen left by the legumes and can control weeds, as they can help control weeds. Crop 3, these are root crops, for example, carrots or beets. Root crops benefit from the improved soil structure and nutrient availability. Then crop 4, cereal grains, for example, maize or wheat. So cereal grains can utilize the nutrients from previous crops and provide a different growth pattern to aid in pest control. Now, these are the crops that we have, right? Crop 1 up to crop 4. So an example of a rotation cycle is in year 1, we plant legumes, that is beans or peas. And then year 2, we follow with leafy greens, which is maybe lettuce or spinach. And then in year 3, we can plant root crops, which is carrots or beets. And then in year 4, we can finish with cereal grains or maize. Now, what are the advantages of crop rotation? Now, crop rotation improved soil fertility. These are the advantages of crop rotation. 1, improved soil fertility. Different crops contribute and extract different nutrients from the soil, leading to a balanced soil nutrient profile. For example, legumes fix nitrogen, which can be used by subsequent crops. 2, reduced pest and disease incidence. Rotating crops breaks the cycles of pests and diseases that target specific plants. For example, if pests thrive on root crops, rotating with legumes or leafy greens reduces the pest population. Enhanced soil structure. Different root systems contribute to better soil aeration and structure. For example, deep-rooted crops like root vegetables can help break up compacted soils. Weed management. Rotation helps in managing weed growth by disrupting their cycles. Rotating crops with different growth habits can prevent the establishment of persistent weed species. Now, you can then, maybe let's put this is an assignment, applying principles to real-world scenarios. So you have case 1. A farm practicing a 4-crop rotation cycle finds improved soil fertility and reduced pest problems. Analyze how the rotation cycle contributed to these outcomes. So you're looking at what has caused improved soil fertility and what has reduced pest problems. So you have to analyze and give your recommendation, what has made the soil to have improved and what has made the reduction in pest problems. And then case 2, a farm struggles with weed control despite rotating crops. Discuss possible adjustment or additional strategies to enhance weed management. So the problem that is there is weed management, yet they are practicing crop rotation. So if you are to assist and give your idea to this farm, you have to look into the crops that can improve, that can outcompete weeds, or you can also actually introduce other strategies. So these are the things that you'll be discussing within this question. Now, the revision. So now, when you are revising, visit the key principles on crop rotation and their benefits. Create different crop rotation cycles based on various crop types and soil conditions. look at real-world examples and case studies to understand how crop rotation is applied and its impact. So understanding and implementing crop rotation is essential in sustainable farming and achieving long-term productivity. Keep these principles in mind as you prepare for your exams. Thank you for joining today's revision tutorial. Best of luck in your studies and feel free to review these materials as needed. Keep up the great work. So for educational consultant services and also for your resource person in assisting your students, you can contact us on +26378210844. A Service Scholars Academy, achieving academic excellence. Thank you.